Pedro. How's everybody doing? So, we are here. I'm sitting down on this chair right now, currently thinking about what I should say next. You ever thought about it? S- Somehow, we move. Somehow. Like, do you know how perfect you have to be made so that you could do this? So that you could do this? So that you could do this, right? Do you know how perfectly you have to be made to talk? The fact that I'm talking right now. The fact I'm slamming both of my thighs against each other right now. How? You ever thought about it? How? Right? Of course, nobody's perfect, right? Nobody's perfect. But do you think that was on purpose? You know? What is perfect? What is in a person perfect? What would be considered grammar, you know, no punctuations or punctuation. Like what is that? You know, what is that? How? I don't know. I don't know. It's just kind of crazy to me. I've always thought about it. It's just like, how can one body just make another? It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. You know? How like our own like inside of somebody's body, creates legs. Like what the fuck? How? How? Somebody tell me. Somebody fucking tell me, please. Somebody send me like a link to a video that tells me or something. Just tell me, or at least images. Just send me like just like cause yo, and it has to be under like at nothing over than 15 minutes. All right, because then I just lose interest. I could give a fuck about finding out. If it takes more than 15 minutes to just like then might as well I might as well not know at this point, honestly. If you could find out the reason of life, but all right, actually theoretically though, in a way, like us living, you know, like you find out the reason of life. I think, right? Is that dumb? I feel like I'm gonna make a dumb like example or whatever right now, right? But the whole point of us like living this far, if you are listening to this and you understand, right, anything I'm saying, word for word, right? You are currently finding out what the meaning is of life. I'm not saying I'm like telling you the reason is, what the reason is, but I feel like a person is a perfect example of a meaning of life. You know, I feel like we all just are perfect examples of it. Look around. That's a perfect example. In fact, I'm sitting in here. It's a perfect example of life. You know, this right here, this little, whatever the fuck this is, this, that's an example of life. All right. Example of life. You want me to tell you what that is? You want me to describe it a little bit more? I could do that. I could do that. You know, the meaning of life. I feel like somebody said this before, right? I don't know who it was. I must have read it somewhere. So if if I fuck up, that's on them. All right. Uh, the meaning of life is more simple than what you think it is, right? The way to think about the way of life, you got to think about it from inside the box, right? Not outside. I feel like you gotta. I feel like it's just something that's gotta click inside of you, honestly. Not to find out what it means, but just like in general. For those people who are stuck, you know, waiting for a sign, right? The fact there is no sign is a sign, you know? You gotta stumble. You gotta go through wrong paths. You gotta take wrong turns. You know, and you gotta go back. Retrace your steps. Till you finally find that sign. Alright. And I'm talking about like in a road, like let's say you were like fuck GPS and all that, right? You know, cause like even GPSs don't really work that well. You ever got it? You ever somebody ever send you like a pin to something, and it takes you like what, like 3 blocks down, you know? So now you just stuck finding out where to go. That's the way life is. You know, maybe whether that's the meaning of it or not, I don't know. All right, that's the way life is. All right, go back. You know what I mean? Take a right turn, then take a left. Go straight down that road. All right, then take a right. You hit a roadblock, right? You hit a dead end. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You gonna sit there? You gonna stand there? You gonna wait? Wait for like at some point, you know, construction just comes, blows all that shit off, makes a new road, and then you're gonna continue? No. All right. You're gonna go fucking back. You're gonna go all the way back there from where you started, where you first got confused. You're gonna take. You're gonna go through more turns. Why are you gonna go through more turns? You know. You're gonna fuck up some more. All right. Or maybe you get lucky. Maybe you get lucky. Maybe. All right. One hit wonder. One hit wonder, is that because is that can I say that in this scenario? Right? Bang it out. Pop, pop. Take a straight. Take a left. Go down 2 streets. A right. Bop. It's right there. It's right there. You know? What that is, I don't know. Everybody has their own reason. What I think that is though, is something like love, right? I'm not saying like love in general, like, oh, this person love that, you know. Or, you know, I'm just saying in general, right? You find something to live for. I think I can't say I think. I feel. I think. I can't say I know. Alright, I'm gonna say I think. Because that sounds a little bit better. Right? I think that's the way of life. I mean, that's the whole point of it. You know, you live to love, live to enjoy, you live to have fun. You know, fuck, whatever that is, right? There's having fun, there's enjoying something, there's loving something, there's being addicted to it. You know, because just because you maybe snort a line every day or so, right? You know, you just body is just right. Like after you're done, ah. I try to speak like from like I don't know a different point of view. Like I know what the fuck I'm like what that even like is. It feels like all right, man. All right, I'm gonna just stick with that. All right, that's what you gotta find. That's your goal, right? Make that shit your goal. Try to make your goal to find something that you could just hold on to, something that in your body, you know, your mind, whether that is, you know, whether that's a little you, whether that's, you know, somebody you love, you know, a partner, whether that's a sport, an instrument, whether it's taking pictures, photography, art, poetry, you know what I mean? Digging holes, motherfucker. If you love to dig holes, motherfucker, dig a hole. Big ass hole. Dig a fucking trench, man. Damn. Shit. If you love it, do it. Maybe I know that's something, you know, that's basic, you know, everybody says that shit. You know, maybe that was just kind of like, all right. I ended off with the, you know, like the no shit, you know, but I don't know. All right. I didn't even mean to like get like all this, honestly. I told myself I wasn't gonna take this route, like motivational shit. Man, I want to come in here. I also want to spread some positivity, though. All right, I want to make my shit entertainment, comedy. I want to do all that. I like that. That's me. That's me. All right. I take shit with a grain of salt. I ain't gonna come in here. I'm not gonna get, you know, all like soft and shit, you know, and talk about life. You know, that's not me, man. That's not me. You know, fuck. Although, you know, shit. Let's say with a group of like pals or something. You know, we just passing shit, passing this, passing that. I will go deep. That's when I get deep. Oh my gosh. I will get soft as a motherfucker. I'll get soft as a goddamn bounty, you know, goddamn fucking wipe, right? Like a goddamn like a bounty, you know, toilet roll paper, whatever the fuck. All right, you ever get one of those toilet rolls and then you just like, you know, you just all right, and you're just like, damn, like oh, that feels nice. All right. What the fuck am I talking about? I got to. Oh my god, I'm not making no sense. Not making no sense. Is it bounty? I don't even know if it's bounty, bro. So those motherfuckers was little cubs and shit. Yeah, I think that's bounty though, bro. Those are the good. That's the good brand. I ain't even gonna lie. That's the good brand. What I'm saying is though, do take life with a grain of salt. I feel like. I don't know. I feel like getting deep with some shit like this, like life in general. You know, it's not gonna take you anywhere. You know, better, right? Somebody, you out in public, right? Let's say you were at like Macy's or some shit. Somebody with like a lychee, you know, some boba chai tea, or something, right? It's a group of like gals or, or homies or whatever, right? Or anybody, it doesn't matter, right? It could be a woman in her late 40s, just stumbles, just falls, falls right into you, right? Splatters you everywhere, right? What are you gonna do? You ain't gonna curl your fist. I mean, you just start wailing, motherfucker. There are some people like that though. Y'all gotta chill. Y'all gotta chill. Y'all gotta like that's anger management type material. All right, you know. Fucking just say it's all right. You know what I mean? You in Macy's, motherfucker. Yo, all right. Okay. Maybe you're not at Macy's, right? Maybe you at Wendy's or some shit. Like why you got a boba chai tea at a Wendy's, motherfucker? Just a whole ass menu. I'd rather have Sprite been just smeared all over me than goddamn some boba shit. All right, now you got balls in between your goddamn shirt, going down into your pants. It don't feel comfortable, right? But you take it with a grain of salt. All right, it's all right, man. It's all right, dude. It's all cool. It's all good, man. We just boys, It's all right. Girl, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? That's it. I'm fucking up, man. Fucking up. All right. Man, I need some coffee, bro. I'm gonna get some coffee in me. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, I was gonna do some crazy shit. I ain't gonna lie. Look how empty that is, man. Ooh. Shit, this is my third one today. I swear. I think this is my third one. I gotta chill, man. I gotta chill. I've drank like 2 laxatives worth of like coffee today. It's not even good. It's not. I don't know. Somehow I'm not feeling it. I'm a little bit worried, right? I put a shitload of sugar in mine, all right? I hate if it tastes like coffee, yo, I don't want it, right? So I put a shitload of sugar. Currently using French vanilla. That's a good brand. Yeah, I can put a picture or something. I don't know. I could show y'all like what I put, or like not what I put, but just like all the stuff that I use, But all right, I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna stop it here. All right. This